everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everybody, I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of I Can Do It.
I'm Batman.
And the vocabulary words are capable.
Capable.
Patrick thinks that his son is a very capable young man.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Last night, I saw an unusual phenomenon. Bright lights in the sky above my house.
Wow.
UFO.
Nervous.
Nervous.
Joy is feeling nervous about her big speech tomorrow.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Chris lacks confidence, so he doesn't often speak up in class.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Kyle took advantage of the great weather and did some gardening. So we're still talking about this Batman effect, thinking that you are a superhero or something.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people do this. For example, Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce did this. She pretended to be a person she invented.
That's right.
Called Sasha Fierce.
Because I think she was a little bit nervous about performing in front of a large crowd, right?
Yeah, because you'll have stage fright, right? But she imagined to be that person instead of focusing on herself.
That's right.
Because she has insecurities, or she might think she has some weaknesses, or
That's right.
she might fail. She takes herself out of her body and puts it into this
New character.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
In fact, I really do this. I do
Really?
this, I'll think of like mentors that I have, like my father or somebody like that, and I will imagine to myself, what would he do in this situation? And because, mentors to you are kind of like superheroes.
Like role models, superheroes,
right?
right?
So you think, well, if they could do it, then I could do it. Right? And it makes you just feel like, okay, it's possible.
That just proves that your mind can be really, really powerful.
It's definitely true. That's the point.
Exactly.
And believe in yourself.
That's right. Okay, enjoy today's lesson.
Enjoy it, whoever you are.
I can do it. I'm Batman.
The Batman effect works by allowing people to distance themselves from their negative emotions. By pretending they are someone highly capable, people in high-stress situations are able to better persevere through challenges.
Today's lesson is called I Can Do It, I'm Batman. Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And it might sound crazy, but yes, you can do it. You are Batman. Or you can do it if you think you are Batman. As we learned yesterday, a psychological study with a group of kids found that when they're asked to do something difficult, the kids who believed that they could because they're Batman, they did much better and they worked much harder than the kids who just thought of themselves in good ways, but not as a superhero or someone amazing like Batman. So believe you're Batman, you'll do better.
The Batman effect, it's a thing backed by science.
Amazing.
Amazing. The Batman effect, by the way, works by allowing people to distance themselves from their negative emotions. They're not thinking, oh, I'm me.
Bad. I did badly.
I did badly.
I'm
I make
smart.
mistakes all the time. They're thinking, I'm Batman. I'm not going to take a break. Does Batman take breaks? No way. We're going to get to the bottom of this now because I'm Batman.
I'm Batman, exactly. And of course, Batman works hard, he doesn't take breaks, and he's really good, right? He always wins, he always finds a way to fight through. So by pretending they are someone highly capable, people in high-stress situations are able to better persevere through challenges. They won't give up. They'll fight on, they'll continue working, they'll persevere even through difficult things, even through a challenge. You believe that you can do it. You have the skills, the talent, everything you need. You are highly capable. You can do it, even if you might not be. You believe in yourself. Batman believes in himself.
Hey, I believe in myself. I'm Batman.
You're Batman.
Anyways, if you're a capable person, that means that you can do stuff. You are able to do things, okay? My daughter, she now plays the piano. She is now capable of playing the piano.
She can do it.
There you go. She has that ability.
Okay.
She can do it. For example, Patrick thinks that his son is a very capable young man. That this person, this young man, can do a lot of stuff, has a lot of capabilities, I should say. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们第一天的课文有提到2016年的一项研究，在3组孩子里面，假装自己是努力的虚构角色，那些孩子们表现显然是最好的。那这个研究呢，就是在对蝙蝠侠效应这种心理效应来进行调查。好，蝙蝠侠效应呢，就是透过让人跟自己的负面情绪保持距离来发挥作用。那么处在高压情况下的人，就可以把自己假装成某个很有能力的人，就比较能够坚持下去，可以撑过挑战了。好，这边有一个单字是 capable。Capable， 它是形容有能力的、胜任的、能够怎么样怎么样的。那它的名词是 capability。capability 它可以表示能力、才能或是才干。那我们直接回到课文中。
I can do it. I'm Batman.
One famous example of someone making use of this phenomenon is the pop star Beyoncé.In the early days of her career, Beyoncé would feel nervous about performing in front of people. To deal with this, she'd often imagine herself as a super confident singer named Sasha Fierce. As Sasha Fierce, she could perform with all the confidence she didn't believe herself to have. And now she's one of the most celebrated live performers in the world.
Okay.One famous example of someone making use of this phenomenon is the pop star Beyoncé.
Beyoncé's Batman?
Well, we'll learn more about that later on. But yes, you might think no one actually uses this. No, there are pop stars who use this technique. They don't say I'm Batman, let's say, but they might use this technique. They might use a technique like this to distance themselves from their negative emotions.
Ah, interesting. And when we talk about a phenomenon, we're talking about something that is kind of a strange occurrence, but it might be real. It probably is real, but it's kind of unusual, the kind of thing that you would first read about or hear about and go, that can't be true, that can't be real, but it is real. For example, the Northern Lights is one of those amazing natural phenomenon. It doesn't happen all the time. It's kind of mysterious and strange how it happens, but it does actually happen. It actually has, a reason in science for this to go on, but still it seems very unusual. Like the Batman effect. If you just read about this, you'd go, come on. But if you read the studies and the research, you find out, no, it's real. It's just very unusual. For example, last night I saw an unusual phenomenon. Bright lights in the sky above my house.
Okay, in the early days of her career, Beyoncé would feel nervous about performing in front of people.
Stage fright.
Yeah, even the queen bee there, she felt nervous in front of a large group of people.
Sure.
If you are nervous, you are on edge, you're anxious, you're worried, you're really jittery. I know that here in Taiwan, people are really nervous about giving presentations where they have to talk in front of many people. It makes them very nervous, very uncomfortable. For example, Joy is feeling nervous about her big speech tomorrow. She doesn't want to embarrass herself or something like that. She just doesn't want to make a fool of herself in front of a lot of people. So, Beyoncé, even Queen Bee herself, she used the Batman effect to her advantage.
Yeah, as you said, people are nervous in Taiwan, all around the world, about speaking in front of people, or even artists, well-known artists, get stage fright. They get nervous about performing, dancing, singing, playing their instrument in front of an audience. So to deal with this, that's Beyonce, to deal with this, she'd often imagine herself as a super confident singer named Sasha Fierce. Interesting. So she kind of turned herself into a superhero, but not a superhero, just a different person with a lot of confidence and a different name. Same effect. As Sasha Fierce, she could perform with all the confidence she didn't believe herself to have. Beyonce doesn't have this confidence. Yeah. Beyonce's nervous. Sasha Fierce, she could walk through a brick wall. She's so confident and powerful.
She got rid of those negative emotions, and all that was left was that confidence. Yeah.
That's right. She got rid of that negative emotions by pretending to be a different, more capable person. And as you said, it gave her confidence. Confidence is when you believe in yourself. You believe that you can do it. You believe in your skills and your talents. You believe in your training and your knowledge as well, but you're not like, I can't. No, you're like, I can. It might be difficult, but I can do it. I believe in myself. I have confidence. For example, Chris lacks confidence, so he doesn't often speak up in class. He gets nervous. He doesn't have, what if I say the wrong thing or ask a stupid question, or, he doesn't believe in himself. He lacks confidence. So, did it work for Beyonce? I think it kind of worked.
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I think she's kind of famous.
And now she's one of the most celebrated live performers in the world.
I think I've seen her.
Full stop.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, let's go ahead and take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
在西洋流行乐坛，有一位名人就是利用蝙蝠侠效应这种现象来帮助自己。那这一位名人是 Beyonce 碧昂斯。在早期当碧昂斯要在人群面前表演的时候，她会怯场，会感到紧张。那为了解决这个问题，她就常常想象自己是一个超级有自信，名字叫做 Sasha Fierce 莎夏很角色的那位歌手。当她把自己假装成 Sasha Fierce 的时候，她就会有无比的自信了。好，那我们先来看3个单字 Phenomenon， 它表示现象或是非凡的人事物或是奇才。好，那它的复数形我们是把字尾的 on 改成 a 变成 phenomena。好，那我们来补充一下，像我们可以说 natural phenomenon 来表达自然现象。而刚刚 Mike 老师就提到一种自然现象是 the northern lights。the northern lights 就是指北极光咯。好，那老师来解释单字时，他有用到 occurrence， 我们来拼一下。occurrence occurrence 可以用来表达事件或是发生的意思。下一个单字 nervous 表示紧张的、焦虑的。那 Jeff 老师有提到几个形容词，我们可以学起来，像 jittery jittery 是形容紧张不安的。还有 uncomfortable 就是在 comfortable 前面加上否定字首 un 变成这个形容词就可以形容是不自在的、不舒服的。还有用到片语 on edge 也可以表达紧张或是焦躁不安的意思。好，那我们接着来看 confidence 它表示自信、信心，它是名词，它的形容词是 confident 就是形容自信的。那我们接着在 confident 前面加上字首 super 超级，那就变成 super confident 表示超有自信的、充满自信的。好，那这边还有一个文法重点，这个段落它有写到说 someone making use of 什么什么，其中这个 making 它是由 who makes 简化而来。好，文中还有写到A super confident singer named 什么什么，其中这个 named 是由 who is named 简化而来。那这两个用法都是经过简化之后，直接在名词的后面接分词，那就是分词片语的用法。好，我们看到分词片语，名词加现在分词 VING， 或者是名词加过去分词 PP， 这样的结构是由关系子句简化而来的。 那简化的步骤就是先省略关系代名词，然后把它后面的动词改成分词。主动我们就用动词 ing， 被动就用 pp。好，例如 Dana is looking at a portrait that was painted by a local artist. Dana 正在看一幅由当地画家所画的肖像。那么句中这个 that was painted by a local artist， 它是形容词子句，是关系子句。这边的 that was painted 是被动语态，我们直接把它简化成 painted， 句子就会变成 Dana is looking at a portrait painted by a local artist。接回到课文中。
I can do it. I'm Batman.
If we take advantage of the Batman effect, then we should all be able to improve our performance. What's more, there's no reason to limit yourself to just one other identity. If you're facing a personal difficulty, temporarily take on the identity of a wise family member. If you're running a race, perhaps imagine yourself as Usain Bolt, the legendary sprinter. Choose whatever identity is best for the task at hand. With just a little creative thinking, every one of us can become a little more like the person we wish to be.
Okay, if we take advantage of the Batman effect, then we should all be able to improve our performance. So there you go. If you think you are lagging behind in school or at work, take advantage of the Batman effect.
Or the Sasha Fierce effect.
Say, I'm Batman, or say, I'm Sasha Fierce. Okay, take advantage of this and improve your performance. Anyways, here we have this word, advantage, okay? If you take advantage of a situation, okay, you exploit it. You get the most out of it that you can, okay? You take as much benefit from it as you can. Now, you can exploit or take advantage of situations, but you shouldn't take advantage of people. A small note there. For example, Kyle took advantage of the great weather and did some gardening. There you go. I've got a great day, so I'm going to do me some gardening. I'm going to get as much benefit from this day as is humanly possible gardening-wise.
All right, then. So, yeah, an advantage can be something that makes you better able to compete, gives you an edge, but also when we use it this way, take advantage of, we're using something to give us that edge. All right, very cool. So, yeah, take advantage of the Batman effect. Let's move on and see what it says next. What's more, there's more to it. There's no reason to limit yourself to just one other identity. So if it's a tough challenge, you're Batman. If it's a problem of feeling nervous in front of people, you're Sasha Fierce. You can change it depending on the situation. Be whoever you want, whoever helps you fight that battle that you're facing. If you're facing a personal difficulty, temporarily take on the identity of a wise family member. Ooh, it's a difficult choice. What should I do? What would my grandmother do? What would my grandfather do? Use their wisdom.
Or let's say you're running a race. Perhaps imagine yourself as Usain Bolt, the legendary sprinter. Probably
as fast as him.
Probably one of the greatest runners of all time. I'm Usain Bolt, and there you go. You run yourself to the front of the pack.
But you have to eat chicken nuggets first, because he always used to do that.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Choose whatever identity is best for the task at hand. With just a little creative thinking, every one of us can become a little more like the person we wish to be. Again, though, we're not trying to become Batman. We're just trying to distance ourselves from negative emotions. That's the true point here. Anyways, what do you think? Mike, do you think you'd be interested in making use of the Batman effect in your daily life? Or, if you already use it, how do you feel about it?
That's very interesting. Well, I've never really used the Batman effect before, but if I'm physically tired, I might think of people in history who were physically tired but kept on going. So if it's at the end of a long day and I didn't sleep well, I might think of an explorer who was
Shackleton
wandering through the desert or across the ice with heavy loads on their back and think, well, that guy walked for 5 days with no rest. I can make it to this evening. So, that kind of thing. It's kind of a way of saying, I might be bad now, but it could be a lot worse. It's a different way of thinking about it, but it gives you that motivation to keep on going.
I like it. All right, folks. That's it for us. And it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
好，就像碧昂斯的例子，如果呢我们都利用蝙蝠侠效应，我们应该都能够改善自己的表现。而且呢，你可以在不同的情境下把自己假装成不同的身份。像赛跑的时候，也许你可以把自己想象成是短跑选手尤塞恩波特。然后你要处理个人难题的时候，也许你可以把自己想象成家族里面某一个很聪明、很睿智的家人等等。好，那这边有一个单字是 advantage。Advantage 它表示优势、好处。好，那么片语 take advantage of something 就是用来表达善用、好好的利用某事物。可是要特别注意哦，如果受词是人 take advantage of somebody 则是表达说故意利用某人的弱点去占某人便宜，这就带有负面语义咯。好，那么我们再补充一个片语是 to one's advantage， 这是用来表达对某人有利的意思。好，那么 Jeff 老师在解释单字时，他用到 exploit，exploit，exploit， 它可以表达利用或者是剥削的意思。好，那么课文就建议我们说，选择最适合你手头上那份工作的身份，那你只要一点创意思维，我们每个人都可以变成我们想要成为的那种人，会更像这些人。好，那我们最后来看2个重点哦。第一个 whatever 在这边是当形容词，用来强调任何怎么样怎么样的。那我们可以用 whatever 名词搭配动词的句型，这时候它就相当于 any 名词 that 加上动词。举例来说， She can whip up a meal with whatever ingredients are left in the fridge. 她可以用冰箱剩的任何食材迅速做出一顿饭。好，第2个重点 at hand 在这边呢是指时间或是距离上靠近的，也可以表达说这个问题或是任务等等是正在处理的，在手边的，或是表达即将到来的。好，例如There's no easy way to solve the problem at hand. 要解决手边这个问题啊，并不容易，并没有简单的方法。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Niagara Falls. I hope you like water because we have a lot of it here. This place is called Niagara Falls because it is actually made up of 3 waterfalls. There is also an island between 2 of the falls. It's called Goat Island. No, there are no goats there. The island got its name after a man named John Stedman brought his goats to the island. Stedman brought his goats there to protect them from wolves, but the cold winter killed most of Stedman's goats. When British soldiers heard this story, they called the island Goat Island. Here's another interesting fact about Niagara Falls. In 2012, a man named Nick Wallenda walked on a rope across the falls. Since Niagara Falls is located on the border between the United States and Canada, Wallenda had to present his passport when he arrived on the Canadian side. Isn't that funny?
Here is more information.
Waterfall. That river comes down in a waterfall off the cliff. Border. This train will cross the border between China and India. Glacier. These glaciers are made of layers of solid ice. Hydropower. Hydropower is produced by the energy of falling water or fast-running water. Drain. The men used a big pipe to drain the water from the pool and then cleaned it. Separate. The two countries are separated by a tall mountain. Erosion. Soil erosion by rain in this city is very serious. Veil. The bride's face was covered by a white veil. Mist. The small village disappeared in the mist. Preservation. The students are working for environmental preservation. Today's lesson was quite fascinating, right? I know I thought so. Well, we hope to see you here again next time.
See you next time!